Hello there. Several years back, I was a frustrated person because my life was not changing as fast as I wanted it to change. And that's the story of most people in our world. Most transformation efforts fail at the individual, organizational, and even national levels. I discovered the transformation secrets. I applied them to my life. My life has changed radically. I've been teaching those secrets for 30 years or more. I have had thousands of stories of people whose lives have changed. And on Saturday, the 8th of February, 2025, it's going to happen again at the Eco Hotel and Conference Center. It's the Shift Conference. We're going to share powerful transformation secrets. We're going to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Success Power. And we're going to release my new book, Shifts, 6 Steps to Transform Your Mindset and Elevate Your Leadership. This is going to be revolutionary. You can't miss it, can you? Register right away and see you on 8th February.
Hello. I am delighted to let you know that my newest book, Shifts, 6 Proven Steps to Transform Your Mindset and Elevate Your Leadership, published by John Wiley, is on pre-order right now. Shifts contains 6 powerful steps that will help you master the process for transformation. It is established in our world. Most transformation efforts fail, both at the personal, organizational, and national levels. But I have experienced transformation many times in my life. I call them shifts. And I have the process down to 6 powerful steps. So order your copy of Shifts now. Shift.samadeyemi.com. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am excited to say that we had an amazing time at the C-Suite Leadership Retreat at the Oberoi in Marrakech, Morocco. You know what? The treatment was beyond 5-star. The feedback is just amazing. The content of the discussions, paradigm shifted. Just 2 days, right? And it's been an amazing time of pulling away for C-suite leaders and founders and CEOs, and everybody is going home with a paradigm shift, with new ideas to execute. So I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been a part of our C-Suite Leadership Retreat 2024. And it's my pleasure to announce from the 8th to the 11th of July 2025, we'll be having the C-Suite Retreat in Dubai. Everyone who attended this year is signing up to come next year. Some of the people who were not here are already signing up to be there. Our numbers must remain small. So my encouragement, sign up right away. Go on my Linktree and just find the link and sign up right away, because we are so sure that in a very short time, all the slots that we have will be taken. So I look forward to seeing you in Dubai in 2025 to your success.
The C-Suite retreat is amazing. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. The high level of excellence, the first-class treatment is exceptional.
It's been so wonderful.
It was strategic. Every session has been powerful, and I will definitely come back next year.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the part of the world where you are. Welcome to our Leadership Live. Yes. It's still the beginning of the new year. And we are a leadership movement, okay? We are a global leadership movement that recognizes the value of leadership, the power of leadership. It is captured in this quote by D.L. Moody. It is better to put 10 men to work than to do the work of 10 men. It is better to put 10 men to work than to do the work of 10 men. So, we understand the word leverage. This year, we're going to accomplish more, and it does not necessarily mean that we'll do more. It just means we're going to do a different kind of work that depends on people's skills. So welcome. As usual, can you tell us the city and country you're joining us from? Thank you, Pastor Daniel Onang, watching from Kampala, Uganda. That's it. John is in Ibadan, Ogun State, Nigeria. See, it's a global movement. Thank you. How is your year going so far? The year has started. By the end of this week, half of the first month will be gone. So whatever it was you were planning to do this year, we should be on it by now, right? Thank you, Samijo Digmark TV from Kelowna, Canada. Thank you. Kenneth is in Lagos. Uma is in Abuja. AJK is in Scotland. Amazing. Afe is in Ibadan. And Adeyemi is in Osogbo, Nigeria. Bethel is in Port Harcourt. Miriam, Lagos. Sam is in Kumasi. Thank you for joining us. Muscat, Oman. That's a beautiful country, isn't it? Yes. Thank you, Waliyu, joining us from Muscat in Oman, and Michael from Zambia. Kitwe in Zambia. Amazing. Deborah is in Dallas. And Heritage is in Ado-Ekiti. Tolulope from Abeokuta. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Matthias from Lagos. Ola Diamonds is in Birmingham, UK. Okay, is in Lagos. Patrick is in Wari. Pius is in Accra. Dr. Williams is in Abuja. Rose is in Kenya. Tolulope from Sweden. Malmo, Sweden. Wow. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing. So it's a global conversation, right? Exactly. Okay. Okay. So, what are your goals for this year? Your big goals, your 10x goals, right? The goals need to be 10x. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yes, Godwin is from, right, Anambra, Nigeria. That's good. To be from River State. Thank you. Oh, Clement says, thank you for being intentional about leadership. I look forward to attending your paid event. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you there. Right? The thing about leadership is it's sacrifice. It's for people who are willing to pay the price, right? Victor is in Stellenbosch, South Africa. Amazing. Professor Yusuf is in FCT. Thank you for joining us. Nayola from Lagos. Thank you. God's wonderful, right? From Kachiza, Mwanza in Zambia. Celia is in Lagos. John is in Ilorin. Amazing. And Bruce, my friend, is joining us from Los Angeles. Oh my God. My prayers are with you and everyone in Los Angeles. The news coming out of Los Angeles, it's devastating. It's horrendous. I I don't even know, I don't have the words to describe it. How can 5 fires attack a city? I mean, for a city to have 5 fires at the same time, it's mind-boggling. And then to see tens of thousands of homes burnt to the ground, it's just horrendous, right? So to everyone who's lost something, lost someone, lost property, we just pray for God's comfort, for peace at this time, for strength, the strength to carry on and to rebuild their lives for those that are still alive and who can do so, right? So, thank you for joining us. All right. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Amazing. From all over the world, from everywhere. Kenya, Zambia, Nigeria, the USA, Canada. Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So I've been thinking, about this basic. Oh, Wali says it's me. It's still me from Muscat, Oman. I watched you for the first time today on TVC Journalist Hangout, and I look forward to meeting you in Dubai, hopefully. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yes, I had an amazing conversation with some journalists, just a few hours ago on TVC News here in Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to meeting you. So thank you for joining us on this live. My Rose says, I am a winner from Kenya. I used to follow your leadership tips when I was living in Ethiopia, but I can say I have started away for a season, but thank God I'm back. Oh, thank you for coming back. Amazing, right? Amazing. Yes, I do hope that you can share your good stories with us, right? As you apply the things that we share, as we apply the things that we share on this platform, let me talk about how important it is for you to be a person of action. When you're a leader, you've got to be a person of action. You can't just be a person of words. You've got to be a doer, a person of action. And it's been established from all over the world that there's a huge gap between knowing and doing, right? A huge gap between knowing and doing. Thank you, Pastor Daniel Onang. He says, I've been following your teachings since 2019. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Professor Yusuf says, thank you so much for your simplicity and your leadership role. Thank you. Thank you. Right? Oh, Ambassador Steven says, thank you so much for being an inspiration to me personally. I registered to your paid conference and can't wait to attend the Ships conference this year in person. I hope to meet with you in person. Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Thank you for registering to come for the conference. Okay, so just in case it's your first time of joining us and you're wondering what this Shift conference that they are talking about is all about, the Shift conference is a shift. The essence is in the name, right? The purpose is in the name. It's a big leadership shift that is about to happen. Big leadership shift. Okay, so this is what's going on. Should I say it's the first week or the second in February 2025? It's an amazing week. On the Wednesday, right? February 5. That's the release date for my new book, Shifts. 6 Steps to Transform Your Mindset and Elevate Your Leadership. It's a methodology. The Shifts is actually an acronym for see, hear, insight, formulate, transform, and succeed. A methodology that I applied to my life with amazing results. I have taught it at our leadership school, amazing results in people's lives. I've applied it to our organizations with amazing results. And now it's captured in a book, and I describe how you can use the methodology to shift your values and other people's values, to shift culture. And then I have a chapter on team and organizational shifts, and I have one on global shifts. It's powerful. February 5, right? The release date. It's being published by John Wiley and Sons, New Jersey. On pre-order right now, actually, I encourage you just pre-order right away, right? We created a page for it. It's shifts.samadeyemi.com, shifts.samadeyemi.com. Then you'll see the various online platforms where it's being sold. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Porchlight, bookshop.org. And for those in the US, Target, one of the biggest supermarket, stores in the US, is selling it. Walmart, the biggest retailer in the world, is selling the book. It's huge. Release date February 5, but you can pre-order. Now, if you go on shifts.samadeyemi.com, you will also see a section there where you can register for an exclusive masterclass that I'm holding 1 week before the release date. Only for those that pre-order. I'm going to dig deep into the book. The book is so powerful. There are things that are not even in the book. I promise you that. And I'm going to be sharing, some of those secrets, right, to those who pre-order. So there's a section where you can input your receipt number or order number and your name and email, and we'll put you in the group and give you more accurate information very soon about the special masterclass. Even if you bought on Amazon or any platform, you can actually go there and register for that special masterclass. Anyway, release date is February 5. And then February 8 is when we're having this conference. February 8. February 8, 1995 was the first time ever people had my voice on radio. The first ever broadcast of my program, Success Power. Through it, I have had the opportunity of teaching millions of people basic principles for success across nations, right? And for some reason, this conference just falls on the exact 30th anniversary. Exact 30th anniversary of the launch of that broadcast. So we're celebrating it big. You see, the point is, we didn't just start. This is a culmination of 30 years of work. We've been building this movement through various platforms for 30 years, and we want to pull everything together now. So we're having a big celebration on that day. And then more importantly, it's a leadership conference, right? It's a leadership conference. And we're calling it the Shift Leadership Conference because we're looking forward to seeing not only individuals, but organizations and families, and more importantly, nations shift at this time. You don't want to miss it, right? If you're in the Lagos area, if you're in Nigeria, if you can fly down, if you're in a neighboring country, you can fly down, that would be fantastic, right? And then I know some of us will ask, okay, how about those of us that cannot attend physically? We will have some information out for you maybe in about a week, because we're getting a lot of requests for that. So we're working, looking at the possibility. Yes, we're looking at the possibility of having the virtual session on that day so people can join us from all over the world. All right. Fantastic. Thank you. Adebayo Ibrahim says, watching from London, your broadcast Success Power on OSBC Oshobo was a tool to my life transformation. That's so touching to hear. That's powerful, right? Yes, that broadcast on OSBC was 5 minutes, I think, before 7, just before the news, Monday to Friday. The feedback was just so phenomenal. We ran it for years. So thank you for this feedback. It's encouraging. Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you, Professor Yusuf. Says, I can't wait to get the book. Ambassador Dr. Stephen says, getting the copy right away. Thank you. I am ready for the shifts in my life and leadership journey. Yes, that's what it's all about. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. One very important dimension to leadership, right? Okay, so at the basic level, for the sake of those that are joining us for the first time today, it is better for you to put 10 men to work than to do the work of 10 men. I'm going to speak for just a few minutes and then we can ask questions before we call it a wrap for the day, because for some of us in Nigeria, for example, it's late in the night already. Thank you, Madla from South Africa. Amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. The average person, right, develops some basic skill. And then, oh yes, can you share right now with someone? Can you share, as we're about to dig into the meat of our discussion for the day, can you just share, alert someone so they can join us? We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, X, right, Instagram. All right. So we discovered that, or it was discovered by research, that however good you are as a factory floor level worker, I mean, like a skilled person, your success at that level depends on 75% technical skills and 25% people skills, which means if you have poor people skills, right, you're clashing with people, fine. It means that you can still be successful. However, when they move you to supervisor level or manager level, and you now are responsible for 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, your success now depends on 50% technical skills and 50% people skills. A lot of people are not aware of that sensitive change. They just celebrate their promotion, right? A lot are just focused on the promotion. They're focused on the increase in salary. They're focused on the new title. They celebrate it. Oh, wow, now they're in charge of a department or a group of people or a team. Fantastic. They enjoy it. And then they carry on. They're not sensitive to the fact that the skill sets that they need to be effective have changed. It's a very subtle change, but it is powerful. In fact, by the time you hit executive grade, thank you, Olashbomi. She says, I'm inviting people now. Thank you. By the time you hit executive grade, your success then depends on 75% people skills and 25% technical skills. I mean, who expects you at that level as head of department, as a director, right, to do plumbing directly yourself? Most of the work has to be done by other people. So your success now depends on 75% people skills, 25% technical skills. A lot of people are not sensitive to that subtle or gradual change in the skills that are required for success. People skills, sophistication in people skills. That's what leadership is about. Okay, so that's what our movement is about, right? And some people don't realize if they don't develop those people skills, they hit a bar, right? Oh, they were promoted. But then the person who's so very effective, very good, the performance reviews were excellent, all of a sudden the person is having problems. And most times you ask people at the executive level, they find out their best hands have poor people skills. They're having clashes with people, right? Some people don't want to work under them. The people serving under them are beginning to complain, right? So we need to be intentional about cultivating our people skills. That's what we're all about here, okay? Cultivating those leadership skills. And I'm saying again, according to D.L. Moody, it is better to put 10 men to work than to do the work of 10 men. Cultivating leadership skills will multiply your potential for success exponentially. It does so in geometric proportions, right? Since I discovered that, I've stopped struggling, right? I just focus on inspiring people to achieve big goals. Now, the first thing you got to do is you got to care about people. You got to care about people. That's what leadership is about. It's actually about loving people. It's about empathy. It's about deeply caring about people. And that will sound strange to a lot of people. I don't know where I got the idea from as I was growing. As I pictured the family that I would have, I would just picture myself arriving from work. And as I arrived, maybe in the garage or outside in the car, I would press my horn and then the horn of my car. And then by the time I would step into the house, all my children would dive for cover. That was my picture of authority, right? That was my picture of leadership. I thank God that my mindset changed before I became a parent. Honestly, a lot of people tell me that their departmental heads in their places of work are sources of terror. They believe that they've got to strike fear, that people have got to fear you, right? And then a lot of people are into manipulation, right? Calm down. The average person responds to love except they've experienced some serious trauma in their lives before. Care for people genuinely. Want them to succeed. Leadership is others-centric. Kill selfishness. It just doesn't work with leadership at all. So those are basics, right? Tonight, I want you to pay attention to what we call leadership communication, right? Leadership communication. However fantastic your vision may be, those big ideas about the future that you have, however fantastic they may be, they will be of no use if you cannot effectively transfer them into other people's minds. That's what communication is about, isn't it? Effectively transferring the ideas in your mind into other people's minds. No, communication is not only about talking. No. The talking is the tool. The main thing is the idea, and you want to effectively transfer it into somebody else's mind. So leadership communication is the way leaders communicate or convey. Leadership communication is the way leaders convey their visions, their goals, and their intentions to their teams. That's all. Let me digress. I'm searching for the title of a book, right? I remember the name of the author, but I don't remember the title of the book. See, I was preparing to get married when I attended a training in Ghana. And I saw this book title, beautiful cover, right? I'm going to find it one day. I'm going to find it one day, you know. And Can I be honest a little bit? I thought the book was about sex. Remember, I was preparing to get married. I know it had one title that involved love like that. I opened the book, and to my surprise, the book was about communication. The author said that psychologists did their research and came to the conclusion, some psychologists, and came to the conclusion that marriage is 85% communication. I was stunned. And they concluded that if something goes wrong with the communication, something is likely going to go wrong with other areas, including finance, sex, and other things like that. I said, wow. So this is it. Leadership is actually about relationships. It's about the dynamics between two people. We call one the leader, we call the other one the follower, right? It's the dynamics. And I'm saying communication plays a very, very critical role in the whole equation. So leadership communication is the way leaders convey their visions, their goals, their intentions to the teams that they lead. It's a skill. Communication is a skill. I mean, people study it up to the PhD level, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Abraham. I'm going to check that out. Maybe the art of love making, like, right? Thank you. So, why is this? The book is about. The book was authored by Josh McDowell. So, why is this communication thing just so important to me? First, it's one of the first areas where I observed that I had a deficit as I began to develop my leadership skills. Remember, I'm passionate about inspiring people to cultivate their leadership skills because I did not think that I had leadership skills. I did not think that I was a leader. And then someone gave me a book to read. And then when I looked at the qualities of a leader, I saw that I had some of them already. The ones I did not have, I realized I could cultivate. One of the ones I realized I did not have was communication skills. I am an introvert, right? I don't like talking. How would somebody believe that now? I talk for a living. I am paid to talk now. Anyway. I had to. Thank you, Coach J. 10 Ways to Say I Love You. Embracing a Love That Lasts by Josh McDowell. Thank you. Okay, so I had to learn how to communicate, right? I had to learn. I bought How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I saw practical steps there. How to start conversations, the things people like to talk about. See, because I'm a thinker, I am an ideas person. Okay, I create powerful, right, ideas. But of what use are those ideas when they're locked inside your head? And leadership is not about you, it's about influencing people. Maybe I should define that too for the sake of those joining us for the first time. For us on this platform, leadership is the ability to influence one or more people to achieve goals. No, it's not occupying a position that is higher than somebody else. That's part of it, but that actually gives you the opportunity to do the leadership. The real leadership itself is the influence process. How do you influence someone without communicating with them? So communication is at the heart of the influence process. So I had to learn to communicate. Anyway, but I've studied it now so much that it was actually a course during my doctoral program in strategic leadership. Leadership communication was a whole course. but I'm not going that deep today. Just basics, right? Leadership involves verbal, non-verbal, and written communication. Verbal, non-verbal, written communication. Okay? What do you do when you communicate? You inform, you educate. What do you do when you communicate, especially as a leader? You give instructions, you get feedback. You give instructions, you get feedback. As a leader, you share your vision, right? You describe the future. You describe why we're here, why this business exists, why we need to show up every single day, because we want to change the world. So you describe that your vision of changing the world. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Adebayo Ibrahim. Ifeoluwa says, I had it too in the Shogbo while growing up. Thank you. That was success power, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Apostles Global says, I'm on my way to get the book. Thank you. Oh, Moradeo helps to find something. The Secret of Loving. Here is Life Publishers, The Secret of Loving by Josh McDowell. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Bimshala. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so back to leadership communication. Not just communication, but leadership communication. So you use communication skills to share your vision. Or should I use the word, right? To sell your vision. Sell, right? Leaders are into the selling business. I don't just show up anymore these days. I have to think. I think through the implications of everything I want to say. I decide exactly what I want to say. And then I have to design how to say it. I have to think through. I have to put myself in the position of the person that is going to listen, how they will interpret it, and then adjust so that I can produce the result I want to produce. There's a story that I usually share, that I share often when I talk about leadership communication. And it's something that happened when the church that I pastored, Daystar Christian Center, was about 500 members. And I got this inspired idea, this new vision, and I saw the church grow to 2,000. I was so excited. So on a Sunday, I spoke to the whole church. I said, I've seen something. I've seen something. We are growing to 2,000. We're going from 500 to 2,000. I was expecting everybody to be excited about it, but sadly, nobody clapped. Everybody was just looking at me. And I was, in my head, I was thinking, what did I say wrong? What did I say wrong? What did I do wrong? Right after the service, one of our people walked up to me and said, congratulations. So we're growing to 2,000. I said, yes. I said, fantastic. She said, so it means that the new people that are coming will be more than those of us that are here now. I said, yeah. I had not thought of it that way. I said, yeah. She said, okay. So it means I will not be able to walk up to you like this after a service anymore. I'll have to book an appointment with your personal assistant. At that point, I got the message. I said, oh, no, not for somebody like you. Not for somebody like you. No. We'll still be our good selves, be able to talk to me. And then that got me thinking. As I left that day, the next few days, I was thinking, wow. Thank you, Mamadou Ba. He said, my success power man. Are you in Gambia? I have a lot of friends in Gambia. Oh my God. We were on radio and on TV in Gambia. Thank you. Right. So yes, let me continue with my story. So I was thinking, oh my God, So while I was excited about the growth that was going to happen, this is what they were thinking. That's why they did not clap. They were thinking of how it was going to affect them. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Joy from Australia. Literally started this after being on Pastor Godman's platform. One of the things I learned from you is time management. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I was part of a live event just before we started this one. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you for joining us here again, or joining us here also. Okay. So I had to find a way to solve the problem. That was the day I discovered that, like they say, everyone has an internal radio and it is permanently tuned to the frequency WIIFM. What's in it for me? I now had to be intentional before I came, and that's where I'm going, right? I had to be intentional. I had to design what to say, what to pass across to get the effect that I wanted from people, because I wanted their cooperation. We would have to do it together. There's no way I was going to multiply the size of the church 4 times alone. So when I came back the following Sunday, I made the same announcement again, but differently. I said, just like I said last week, we're growing from 500 to 2,000. Some of you are here. You have been praying for wives. You know why you have not seen your wife? Your wife is not here yet. Your wife is one of those new people that are coming to this church. I saw that I got people's attention. I said, some of you have been praying for husbands. Your husband is not here yet. Your husband is one of those new people that are coming by the grace of God. That was when I started getting the amens and the hand claps. I said, some of you are even looking for jobs. The person that will give you the job, your employer, is one of those new people that are coming. Some of you need contracts, right? Some business people. Your business is with one of those new people that are coming. That was when I started getting the amen, amen. I learned a very big lesson that day in leadership communication, right? So you need skills to share your vision, to successfully transfer the picture in your mind into other people's minds. One of the things that you use leadership communication to do is to mediate conflict. It's almost impossible for you not to have conflict when you put human beings together in a team. Now, as a leader, you've got to develop the communication skills. You've got to understand what this person is saying, understand what that person is saying. You'll be amazed sometimes when you really understand what 2 people that are arguing are saying. They're saying the same thing. It's amazing. But the way they are saying it, more importantly, the passion with which they're saying it, the tone with which they're saying it, is communicating something. The other person is hearing something completely different. As a mediator, you are impartial. You hear this person without filters, and then you can help them to establish common grounds, right? And then resolve conflict. That's why communication is important in leadership. You've got to not only be the one talking to people, you've got to be able to foster communication or dialogue within your team. Yeah, you've got to be able to foster dialogue within your team. I'll stop on this because it's a whole conference, right? This discussion on leadership communication. In school, right from elementary school or primary school, they actually teach us communication. They teach us reading. They teach us speaking, as oral English. They teach us writing. Yeah, that was a subject in the early part of my elementary school. There's a 4th dimension to communication that they did not teach us in school: listening. And it is so important. If you miss it, the speaking you're likely to also miss it on the speaking. And because we were not taught to listen, most of the time when someone is speaking, we don't listen to understand what they're saying. We listen to reply them. So we really don't fully listen while they are speaking. We're preparing what to say after they have stopped talking. So you've got to develop the skill the patience, the care and empathy for the person, the desire to put yourself in their shoes, to feel what they're feeling as they're speaking to you, to actually pick how they're feeling and then understand what they're saying before you get into replying. Listening is big. Wait, when you're a smart leader, you know what you do? You surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. Now, how are they going to be of use to you if you don't listen to them? Right? So the listening is big. It's big, okay? Idoki says, thank you so much, sir. You actually changed my perception toward business and leadership. The training I got from Daystar Christian Center and Daystar Business Academy has helped me a lot in my life and business ventures. I love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Daniel Ikide says, I'm glad to be here from Casablanca, Morocco. Amazing. I passed through Casablanca in July. Beautiful city. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yes. Boluwantife says, I still remember the book, What I Will Do Differently, 7 Dangerous Mistakes to Avoid in the Journey of Life. Oh my God, that was an ebook that I gave out for free. I shared things there that I have not shared before to people. I was vulnerable. Thank you. Josh from Nigeria says, I have been a leader since my Daystar Leadership Academy course in 2018. That was when I was 15 years. Wow. When you spoke to us about national transformation, oh my God, that's the DLA for teenagers, right? Fantastic. Thank you. All right. Okay, so remember that on February 8th, something special is happening. It's powerful, it's life-changing, it's a movement, literally a leadership movement. The Shift Conference in Lagos, Nigeria, shift-conference.com. In fact, maybe if you're using a computer and you have a phone camera, you can point the QR code is there on the screen. It's powerful. It's phenomenal. I want to say a big thank you to the organizations. Remember, we said we've been at this for 30 years. Now, some of the people who have been beneficiaries of what we've been doing for 30 years said there's going to be sponsorship partners for the conference. And I just want to say, I want to take a minute to say a big thank you to them, because they're making it possible for us to spread the leadership message, host this conference, and can I invite some of us to be a part of what we're calling the Pay It Forward scheme? The Pay It Forward scheme, because we're getting quite a number of people who are saying, oh, I would like to attend, but I can't afford all the money. I am a student, right? In Nigeria, we have what we call the National Youth Service Program. Everyone that graduates from a higher institution has to go through that 1-year program of serving the country. I did it many years ago, and they don't get a lot of money, right? And they're saying, oh, we'd like to participate if it was possible, can somebody help subsidize, So we're calling it the Pay It Forward scheme. This is the point. Only God knows where each person will be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I mean, a former president in Nigeria said he did not wear any shoes until he was it 13 years old or what? No trace of shoes at all, but he became the president of a country, right? So we want to ask, would you be willing to invest? Apart from registering for yourself, would you be willing to invest? And we're saying those that want to enjoy this kind of a discount, they should pay something still. They should have some skin in the game. So if you would want to, from anywhere in the world, please just scan the code. If our team has a link, right, it will be good also for us to put that in the chat room for the sake of those that are participating in this on their phones and who may not be able to use the QR code right now. We'll also want to provide the link. So you'll just see there the various amounts with which you can support. You know, we plan, let me explain. Elementary or primary school pupils, we want to bring in the students and teachers from 20 schools, fully subsidized, 100% subsidized through this paid forward program, right? 100% paid for. Elementary schools, 20 of them, and would ask each of them to bring a mix of students and teachers, 10 from each school. Okay, so that's 200 people, right? 200 seats. Secondary school, high school, we're also providing 20 for 20 schools like that. Those are 200 seats, right? We're providing for university students, right? Students in higher institutions. I think we have another 200 seats there. And we're going to provide for those registrations very soon, right? So they, through the paid forward scheme, their tickets will be subsidized up to 80%, right? 80% will be subsidized through the paid forward scheme. The youth corpers, those who are part of the National Youth Service Scheme, theirs will be subsidized up to 70%. And then even adults like teachers, civil servants, like people who work for government, some of them will be subsidized up to 50%. But of course, we have limited seats for these, and once they're through, then people will have to pay the full rate. But we're just asking, you just never know. You just never know who will whose life will be so transformed. Someday they will transform a family, transform an organization, transform a whole state or a whole nation. All right. So what we'll do at the conference is we're going to display the names of all those that invest in the paid forward scheme. Okay. We're going to do that. All right. Do you have any question for me before we go? Anyone has any question for me about what we've discussed today? Or maybe any subject, Apostles Global said he got the book by Josh McDowell. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, yes. The paid forward. Thank you. So it's on my link tree, right? The link is also on my link tree, linktr.ee/Sam Adeyemi. There's a link there. Okay, thank you. So let's go for some of these questions. Is there an alternative for those who are unable to attend physically? Yes, we'll have an announcement of very soon. We have quite a few people requesting for the opportunity to attend the conference online. So we'll have some information out in a few days about that. Jide says, I simply can't wait for the Shift conference. Thank you. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait. Okay, Abraham says, I'm trying to lead from below and to get my colleagues to be a better version of themselves by helping them solve their problems. This isn't helping as they now expect me to solve their problems. Any ideas? Oh, yes, 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 yes. There was a time when I became conscious of something, right, in one of our organizations. And I had to say to the senior managers, I said, from here on, resist the attempt for people to delegate upwards to you. That was the way I saw it, reverse delegation. It depends. It depends on the environment that you are leading in, depends on the educational system, depend on the capacity people have developed, to process with their minds, to diagnose problems and to solve them. And when people get stuck easily, they tend to push the job back to their boss. So we developed this approach. If you run across a problem and you're not sure of exactly what to do, yes, bring it to me, but come with 3 possible solutions. If you don't get any single idea, don't bring the problem to me. Okay? Yes, even if it appears like those ideas are rubbish, but at least you should give me some 2 or 3 options when you bring the issue to me. That did it, because it forced people to think, to get solutions. So that's it. Don't let people diagnose, don't let them delegate problems of upwards to you. So what's the point? I understand what you're saying. You are describing the inverted pyramid, right? They go do the job. Now, if you run into any problem, come to me and I'm here for you. My own focus is you, to help you succeed on your job. But that doesn't mean that you should not delegate the whole job back to me. So if you're coming back to me, come with 3 potential solutions. You say, where should I get them? So that's part of the issue, right? Go online. Use ChatGPT if you need to, right? Ask someone, ask a colleague, read a book, right? But that's how we get solutions to problems. Thinking is what you are paid to do. So if I help you to solve problems at your level, I should collect your salary. That's the understanding, right? Yeah, so we turn it into a training opportunity. That's the way I see it. Can the book be available in soft copy? Absolutely, yes. Like PDF. Oh, no. This is it. The book is being published. I'm not publishing the book. The book is being published by Wiley. So they have assured me the e-copy will be available. They have also assured me the biggest platform in the world that distributes audiobooks is going to be distributing shifts. So yes. Will there be a virtual session? At this point, our team is actually seriously considering that. So in the next few days, just watch out for the announcement from us. Yes, same question again from Cyprus International University. Just watch out in the next few days, and we're working towards providing the option for registering for attending virtually. I don't see the link for paid for. It's here, right? The QR code is there, and then the link you have is the link to my Linktree, and you will see it there as one of the options. What's the topic of tonight's talk? Leadership and action, right? Yes. Becoming a person of action. Becoming a person of action. And the first dimension of it that we zeroed on was leadership communication, right? We don't, on our team, we don't just want to talk. We've got to do, especially in this new year. But then a leader is not going anywhere without communicating effectively. How can I manage a team effectively and productively? That's the whole seminar there. That's Um, that's a whole seminar there. How do you manage a team effectively? Well, the essence of a team or the strength of a team is diversity. What will give you the biggest headache in a team is the diversity. The fact that the people there are different, they think differently, right? So the potential for conflict is high. However, that diversity is the reason why you need a team. If everybody on the team was exactly the same, on practically everybody on that team is not necessary. So what do you then do? You manage the team with vision. Everybody needs to have a clear idea of where we're going, or else they'll pull in different directions, right? You establish clear values. Loving one another is not an option here, right? The essence of leadership is service. Collaboration is inevitable here. Communication is very important here, right? So you set those ground rules and be a model of what you want each team member to be. Maybe that's even the most powerful thing there. If you gossip with a member of the team about another member of the team, you've set the standard for that team. There'll be a lot of gossiping on that team. You get what I mean? So just be the model of what you want each person to be. Get people to collaborate, celebrate each person's uniqueness and their diversity, celebrate it because it's a strength, right? And get people to value one another and to work together. Your results will be exponential. Usionya is asking about stay-home moms. Okay, I'll take that to the team. How can we bridge the gap in leadership communication? Practice, 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 practice. Right? You learn, you practice. Learn, practice, learn, practice. Practice makes perfect, right? You wake me up from deep sleep now. I won't bat an eye. I'll just go ahead communicating whatever it is I need to communicate, but it's taking decades. Thank you, Buki. You're a blessing to our generation. You taught me the technicality of saving. I've been fixing something since December. All my debts are paid. I still have some money left in my account. Whoa. That's action, right? She took action. That's fantastic. Yes, there's no way you're going to build wealth if you don't save from what you earn, however small it is, right? It's a principle, right? Good. Okay, just a few minutes and then we go. Adeyemi is asking, I want you to speak a little on the non-verbal skills in communication and how it can be integrated to people's skills, especially when leading difficult people. Okay, so the non-verbal cues. Gesture, right? Gesture matters. If you're discussing with someone and you cross your hands across your chest, usually it's like communication, you're on the defensive, you're guarded, you're not very open, right? You've got to be conscious of that. Your facial expression, right? A smile is different from a frown, right? Without saying anything, someone can look at you and believe that you're angry. Am I right? Yeah. So gesture matters. The way you stand and things like that, the way you move your hands, you got to be intentional. Tone matters. Tone. And some people pick tone fast. Some people pick tone fast. So those are non-verbal skills, and you need to be intentional about how you use them to communicate to other people. They reinforce the words that you speak. All right. We're almost there. So can we go on with the registration while we wait for the online arrangement to be announced? If you register now, it's only physical seats, you know, that we have, right? Of course, if you're in the Lagos area or you can come physically, we would prefer that. The experience is going to be dynamic. It's going to be amazing. We got one of the best event venues in Lagos, Nigeria. The excellence is going to be top notch. And you're going to have a lot of leaders in the room, thousands of them. So the networking potential is super. It's an experience you don't want to miss. If you can come physically, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Shift. Okay, so I understand some people are asking how they can be sponsors. You can see on our flyer, today the leaderboard, right, at the top of the Business Day newspaper, the number one newspaper read by C-level executives in Nigeria and leaders. The advert of our conference was there. Today we unveiled big billboards around Lagos, Nigeria that have the advert. Okay, so it's big. Now, our sponsors are at various levels. So the title sponsors, we call some the title sponsors and the diamond sponsors, they show up on those physical adverts like the newspaper and the billboard. And then we have the gold level and we have the silver level. Now, those are guaranteed to show on all our digital communication, right? So if you're interested, send us an email, info@samadeyemiglc.com, info@samadeyemiglc.com. What does these sponsorship partners are saying, is we support this leadership message, this leadership movement, and the transformation that is coming to people all over the world and families and organizations and nations. And we really, really, really appreciate that. Good question. Adebisi is asking, do you have any belief that country progress or advancement depends on religion? Thank you. I would say not entirely. However, to a large extent, the progress or lack of progress to a large extent is usually affected by religion. If there isn't a clear vision and we don't define how we will achieve that vision, religion is a very powerful platform for shaping culture. That's why it's so important. Religion is a powerful platform for shaping people's mindsets and their values and culture. The dangerous part to religion is that while religion is powerful enough to shape culture, culture is also so powerful it shapes religion. So in much of the developing part of the world, therefore, the parts of our value that hinder development find their ways into religion and they are reinforced by religion. So leaders in the religious space need to be very careful, very sensitive, understand how powerful their platforms are. Usually people don't listen to religious leaders the way they listen to politicians. They listen to politicians with skepticism, right? But when they listen to religious leaders, it's like they're listening to the representatives of God and they swallow everything. And sometimes what they're swallowing is not it. So religion can aid the development or advancement of a nation, and religion can also hinder it. Yes, so let me remind us that we are offering partial or full scholarships to some people to be able to attend the conference. And this is possible through some people that are participating in the Pay It Forward scheme. And at the conference, we're going to scroll their names and let them know they paid for someone other than themselves. And the link to do it is also on my link tree. And the QR code is there. Few minutes more. Yemi says, I was leading a political platform as a leader. Many of my followers complained that I didn't lead them well. And my mindset, I believe I did all my best. That was an interesting one. Well, first, I commend you for offering to lead, for offering yourself. I commend you for that. What do we do with all our experiences? We learn from them. We learn. right? We learn. Feedback was very important. So what I'm expecting is that they didn't just tell you that you were not leading them well. I hope you asked them why they said so, because it will reveal some more of the reasons and we can unpack from there. But I just want to say thank you in the first place. I want to say, please don't give up. Don't stay with the hurt. Leadership comes with a lot of pain, honestly. And I'm hoping that your next try will be a successful one, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe this is going to be the last one. Morale, how to include leadership communication training in your training program. Leadership communication is an essential skill for business, but it's one that many companies struggle to utilize. To ensure your team has the necessary skills to communicate effectively, you should include leadership communication tactics in your training program. You can beat the competition while strengthening your workforce by training your staff with the strategies covered in this article. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Train. Dr. Solomon says, I bought the book, Shift. You mentioned that we get auto access to the conference. However, being overseas, will it be aired? Oh, no, you don't get auto access to the Shift conference in Lagos. You get access to a special and exclusive masterclass that I am holding a week to the release of the book. It will be online. Yes, it will be online. However, you need to go on the website shifts.samadeyemi.com. There's a place there where you put your name, your email, and your order number or your receipt number, and then we can put you in for that exclusive masterclass. Awesome. Wow. Thank you, everyone. I hope this has been helpful. Okay. Let me take one last one. By Joseph, does academic qualifications has any effect on one's leadership skills? It does. It does. One of the things that makes you a leader in an area is your level of knowledge. So once you go for special education in a particular area, it takes you ahead of a lot of people in that area. The only thing is you've got to learn to take whatever it is you learned and to use it to serve the people. That's it. So it's not just going to be because you put some letters in front of your name, some qualification. No, it is that getting education in a particular area should make you a thought leader in that area, right? It should give you a voice in that area. It should give you the capacity to think original thoughts, to use the knowledge you've acquired to solve problems in that area. So share what you know on social media, right? Because that's the cheapest place for you to start. That phone, as far as social media is concerned, that phone is your TV station, it's your radio station, that's your newspaper. Publish there, right? And whatever you post there goes global instantly, right? Yeah. However, if you focus on serving, if you focus on meeting people's needs, right? If you focus on giving people direction, on influencing people positively, even without academic qualifications, you can be a leader. I hope that helps. All right. Thank you very much. I need a private meeting with you. Oh yeah, well, I do one-on-ones. It's just that, as you can imagine, my time is stretched. And I think because I'm not getting younger, right? So I devote most of it to C-level leaders, right? Because their decisions, their actions just have this outsized impact on everybody's lives, right? So if you do need to find out how I do the one-on-ones, send me an email, info@samadeyemi.com, info@samadeyemi.com. and then we'll discuss. Of course, we also have this, earlier on, our friend in Oman, in Muscat, was saying that he's looking forward to meeting me in Dubai. Yes, we have an event coming up in Dubai, July 8 to 11. We call it the C-Suite Retreat, just 20 CEOs. And we have a few seats left for that one. It's powerful, high level, and revolutionary. And if you're interested also in that, send me an email, info@samadeyemi.com, and we'll discuss how to make it happen. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this live event. I don't want to go without being sure whether this was helpful to somebody or not. Was this helpful? If it was, can you help me to type a yes? If I get 5 yeses, then I'll be convinced that this was helpful to someone tonight, right? Can you help me to type yes in the comment room, in the chat room, in the comments, if this was helpful to you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5. There you go. Thank you so much, everyone. Dr. Femi Karade, I should not go without reading this. I will forever be grateful, Reverend Sam. I was introduced to your teachings about 23 years ago. I left Zaria then to attend your service, waited to see you. You graciously accepted and had less than 15 seconds handshake with me. 23 years down the line, I have several testimonials to share. I am the life that was changed, and I can't thank you enough. Oh my God, all the way to conclude today's live. Thank you, Dr. Femi Karade. That's just so inspiring and so encouraging. Hello. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Oh my God, the yeses have exploded. Number, thank you so much. I wish you success in all that you do. Yes, I pray for God to give you wisdom, creative wisdom, to be an unusual problem solver, to be valuable everywhere you go, at your work, in your neighborhood, in your nation. And I look forward to seeing you first at the Shift Conference in Lagos, Nigeria, whether on-site or online. And let's experience the leadership shifts together. Till we see you again on this platform, do have a good evening, or a good morning, or a good night. Bye for now.
Hello there. This is a special thank you message to all of our sponsorship partners for the Shift Leadership Conference, Lagos, holding on 8 February 2025. The cultivation of leadership is like what the farmer does, cultivating the environment to make it conducive for the seed to flourish. Leaders create the environment for human potential to flourish. By partnering with us, you're making it possible for us to enhance human potential and to transform our world, one individual, family, organization, and nation at a time. You're making it possible for us to spread the leadership message and to offer scholarships, partial and full, to hundreds of people, including students, to attend this conference. So I say thank you again. What you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. I pray for you to flourish extraordinarily. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you on February 8th.